Okay, so I had a video planned and I'm going to try to get to that, but as I'm setting up, I'm in a weird spot right now because I'm at the motel that a lot of these organizations are trying to get people into. So I know many people in the motel. Their windows are pointed over here. Again, I've been trying to be like so undercover because I don't want my phone and everything exposed. But, and I will tell you about this spot and why I'm here. But as I'm setting up, I'm trying to get, the film to work right and so on and so forth. And there's this lady that you can see her in the white car in the background. She pulls up. So I wait for her a little bit before I push record. And she walks up and she's like, you need to get out of the path. You need to get out of the path. And I'm like, ma'am, there's a whole large path here. There's lots of spots to walk. There's another path over there. And she's like, you get out of the path right now. You get out of the path right now. And I'm like, ma'am, there's a whole lot of space around here. I'm trying to film something and I don't want other people to see the film. So I've spent like 15, 20 minutes trying to set this up. Can you walk somewhere else? I mean, you can see how large this area is. You know what I mean? And she picks up the stuff I have my camera set on, my phone set on, and she moves it. Yeah, like literally. And I'm so taught to respect my elders, but there are moments, like I have been treated like so much crap. I have been treated so bad. And by so many people. And it's not just the homeless. Our whole country has this level of aggression. And I guess more specifically in California. But it's such at a height right now. And then you add the homelessness on top of it. And the lack of respect. And the lack of dignity. And the just the way that it's like an addition. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But it wears on you and wears on you and wears on you. And I will tell you other experiences that I've had just this week. But literally, like, how can people be so rude and so unkind? I was asking her and I was so gentle and so kind as I talked to her. She literally picks up the table with my phone on it and moves it so my phone is like falling on the ground. Like, why would you do that to somebody? Anyways, the purpose of this video. So the organizations are trying to get some people into this motel. And they have, but I will talk about the organizations on another video. So I've got some buddies here. So a lot of things are donated to the park that I'm at. Okay, so some clothes were donated. And then some of my friends who are homeless gave me some clothes as well. The t-shirt I'm wearing right now. Very grateful for it. I can only carry so much because I only carry what I can carry on my back, basically, okay? Plus my tent and my blankets. Less is more in my life. It does a crazy work on my brain when I have so much stuff. So I like to keep things very neat, very tidy, and yeah, okay, I'm OCD. Everybody's got their different dysfunctions, right? So I like less is more. And so I knew I wasn't going to use all these clothes. I came to visit my buddy in the hotel to talk to him about his tent, and somebody else needed it at the park. I wanted to ask his permission first. He can see this outside of his hotel. There was like 4 tents here with a huge tarp. And my buddy told me not to come over here because he said it's a very dangerous area. But I figured since they're not at that park and they're not getting volunteers, they could use some of these clothes. So I came over here and I dropped a lot of nice stuff. Like all these donations were really nice stuff. So I dropped it here. Now I've come back a week later looking for my friend because I've been looking for her for 72 hours. That's a whole nother fiasco. And yeah, he's like, look out my window. The whole thing burnt down one night. So, I mean, this was huge. This was huge. He had a ton of stuff here. Like I said, 4 tents, a tarp, and a ton of stuff outside. So, up in flames, just like that. Up in flames, just like that. At the park that I'm at, this is a community on fire in a 1,000 ways, but also very literally. At the park I'm at, my friend also had 2 tents because somebody was next to him. That person left. So he's got 2 tents, a big tarp and everything like that. He wants to blame it on a candle. He said that it's because he lit a candle, but to be very honest, everybody knows it wasn't the candle. And somebody lit his tent on fire, really, and he was inside. This is midnight. I mean, the flames are just all over, like, it's huge. And he's got batteries there. He's got canisters of paint, like the aerosol spray cans and stuff like that. So the tent's totally on fire. Everything flames everywhere. And then you've got pop, 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 because everything's exploding. The fire engines come out. This is not the first time in that park. It's happened a number of times. I've only been there for like a little more than a month. This is like the 3rd fire. But these tents just go up in flames really easily. Now, I'm going to tell you a little experience about the bathroom, but I'm going to tighten it up because I'm going to do that on another video. But I didn't want to use the bathroom because men keep using the women's bathroom. So I was waiting outside for this guy to go to finish up so he could leave so I could go in and use the bathroom. Some people got irritated with me for that. And because I know that my friend, it was not his candle and somebody literally lit his tent on fire, I've been scared for the last week. I have locks on my tent, okay? And I used to lock it. But this last week, I don't lock it because if somebody does try to light my tent on fire, everything can go up in flames so easily, and I could be inside, And despite the fact that I have been suicidal and things like that, I don't want to die by fire. That's like the absolute worst way that you could die. So I don't lock it anymore. I just put the lock there, but where I could easily take it off and run out. But this community, the whole thing is on fire. But honestly, our whole country is on fire. The whole world is on fire. We are going up in flames. This fire. So I guess this woman coming up before I started filming this is actually perfect. Because that anger, that fire, that I did nothing to deserve. Nothing. I treated her with kindness. I talked to her with a soft and gentle spirit. I did nothing to deserve that aggression. But the amount of fire that is in all of us right now, and we're taking out on each other. We're lighting each other's tents on fire. We have to stop this. And the homeless are just an example. Okay, this is a freeway on-ramp. This is the worst place to be, really. It's so loud. You can only hear me because of the mic, but I'm literally yelling because I can't even hear myself talk. So I'm going to take you now, and I'm going to try to take you through this tunnel if you'll stick with me. If you want to click off the video, I'm not going to talk anymore, but I am going to take you through the tunnel. You can see what's under this underpass. I mean, there's maybe 4 people living there, but it is chock full of garbage. It's dark. It's not really safe per se. And but these are human beings. We need to find solutions and answers for this because this is not the answer. So you can stick with me if you'd like, and I pray for all of us. We need to stop this. Okay. Poor guy just lost everything. Not that he had much in the first place. I'm going to carry it down by my side because I need to be careful. I'm sorry it's so dark, but I don't know how to turn on night mode, so I guess you're not really going to be able to see it. I don't know how to. I tried to figure it out. I'm technologically disinclined. I can go one more, I will. Wow. This is America right now. God bless America.